On this edition of the State Champs High School Sports Show, we take you across the states of Michigan, Ohio, and Indiana for the best highlights from girls golf, tennis, volleyball, and boys and girls soccer. Buckle up because State Champs starts now. Hello everyone, welcome inside the State Champs Sports Network studios for the renowned State Champs High School Sports Show. I'm your host, Jenna Rose. We're presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare. This series features the best of what Indiana, Ohio, and Michigan have to offer in all fall sports outside of football every week. Plenty of star-studded highlights ahead. We'll begin in Buckeye Country.
I'm Chuck Pellerito, and we begin our coverage with some girls tennis out of Columbus. The 5-2 Wellington Dukes travel to take on the 5-1 Columbus Academy Vikings. We start things off with the number 2 singles in the near court. It's the Dukes' Katie Zerb moving up to attack, and she'll get the drop shot for the point. But the D2 state runner-up last year, Carolyn Sung, would end up taking the match. Over now to 1 singles and the top-ranked player in the state, Vikings, Sydney Ratliff in the near court taking on Alex Burkhaller, and Ratliff, too much for Burkhaller to handle on this one. And she'll close it out with another hot shot to take the match. And we'll finish up with 1 doubles, sophomore Lauren Mata and freshman Yasmin Bilgen getting the smash the Dukes can't handle. The underclassmen duo would cap it off with another hard smash as the Vikings go on to take the meet.
I'm Jenna Rose. Let's check out some volleyball action now as a pair of undefeateds in the Scioto Valley Conference faced off. The Westfall Mustangs came in at 5-1. They played host to the Huntington Huntsmen, who were 7-1 overall. We picked things up early in the first set. Mustangs on the near side, and it's going to be Kristen Phillips getting up for the kill. The Huntsmen wouldn't back down though. Carly Dyer with the set, and Katie Hirsch gets just enough to put it over and get the point. And Huntington would take control here. Hirsch with another set. This time it's Megan Steele laying the smackdown as they take the first set 25-20. But the second set would belong to the Mustangs. Coming out strong, Claire Latham for Phillips. She keeps it in for the kill. Off the Huntington serve, and this is textbook. Bump, set, and Marissa Mullins up for the point. Westfall took set 2, 25-13. The third set would be full of drama. Following a great dig by the Mustangs' Haley Young, the Huntsmen set up again, and Dyer makes sure nobody is able to stop this one. We get bonus volleyball here tonight. Mustangs serving up 30-29. Claire Latham setting it up, and Phillips knocking it down to give Westfall the set. And Westfall would keep it rolling into the fourth. Check out the airtime here by Mullins as she gets up for the block. And on game point, Mustangs defense stepping up again. This time it's Phillips getting the block, and that one will drop on the Huntsman side as Westfall remains undefeated in conference play, beating Huntington 3-1.
Kevin Trzynski, and we finished things up on the pitch with some girls soccer as the Reading Blue Devils, coming off a big win, hosted the 3-1 Taylor Yellow Jackets. Just over 10 minutes gone in the first half, the Yellow Jackets are gonna strike first. Bryn Stokes controls the bouncing ball and uses her left foot to find the back of the net. 2 minutes later, Taylor with the corner kick, and Chloe Darrow with the mid-air redirect goes top shelf, and just like that, the Yellow Jackets up too. 5 minutes after that, Taylor strikes again. Darrow controls it, and she goes far side, and the Yellow Jackets took a 3-0 lead into the half. Blue Devils would respond in the second though. Olivia Simpson taking it herself. Great execution here, and that's going to get Reading on the board. Stokes being opportunistic here. Reading keeper not able to control the save, and she'll net her second of the game. Time winding down, but Reading not giving up. Peyton Kuibi misses the header attempt, but connects going up top, and it's not enough though, as Taylor goes on to win this one 4-2, the final score.
Sophomore tennis star Lily Black is back. She's still as quiet as ever, yet her mindset and goals are still fierce, and it includes making it back to the state tournament, a feat she accomplished last season with the Notre Dame Academy Eagles. And this season, she's attempting to write history with the Anthony Wayne Generals, having transferred after her freshman season. In the midst of adding a new school, teammates, and coaches, all within a pandemic, Black decided to pick up an entirely new sport. When she's not on the tennis courts, you can catch her out on the links, and she's pretty good at it too.
She's got more natural talent than you see with, most athletes. She works harder than I've ever seen anyone work at a sport.
My teammates have been great, my coaches have been great, and this season has been great, and I'm just excited for it to keep going. And my goal is to definitely win states. That's what I'm working towards this year.
The top girls singles player in Northwest Ohio has an indoor tennis court in her family's barn, which allows Black to sharpen her skills all year round.
I would try to get out there as much as I could, and I try to play every day, but I think it really helps a lot.
Most of the matches she wins in about 20 minutes, and everyone else is out there for an hour and a half.
Dominating her opponents in straight sets allows Black more time on the course for Anthony Wayne Golf, her newest talent as of this summer.
Ever since quarantine started, my parents wanted to get me into a new sport because everything was shut down. Both of my coaches have they've worked with my schedule, and if there's a golf and tennis match in the same day, I'll probably go to the tennis match. But there's not too many on the same day.
Black boasts 1 over par on a front 9, and her 110-mile-per-hour serve is a force to be reckoned with. Now it's all eyes set on another trip to states.
Anthony Wayne has never had a girl advance to state. She obviously did it as a freshman. I think she's going to do it again as a sophomore, and I think she's going to win the whole thing.
Hey there, high school sports fans. I'm inviting you to kick off your week every Monday with the State Champs Extra Point Show. Each weekend, State Champs takes the field to bring you the best football highlights from Ohio, Indiana, and now the state of Michigan. Catch State Champs Extra Point Mondays on our website, statechampsnetwork.com, as well as Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and by downloading the free State Champs app on Apple and Android devices. To watch on your television, check us out on your Amazon Fire Stick and all Roku-enabled devices. I'm Jenna Rose, and we go to the Holland West Ottawa Girls Golf Jamboree out at the Mac Legends Golf Course in Holland, Michigan. We begin on the 8th hole, and this is Emily Johnson from Holland West Ottawa knocking in the short putt. The Panthers would finish in 7th. Staying on the 8th, it's the freshman Elise Fennell from East Kentwood with her third shot, gets the chip within a few feet of the cup. She would knock it in for par. Fennell had the low round of the day with a 2 under 34 for 9 holes. Falcons would end up 6th. Going to the 9th, Grand Haven Samantha Campbell, Katie Constant, and Zoe Spolman would make their short putts. The Bucks as a team would finish in 5th. We go back to the 8th, and this is Maddie Albrecht from Hudsonville getting the putt to go in. Next up, Emma Krajnicki from Granville had this par, and she gets it to go. She shot a 39. Granville and Hudsonville finished in a tie for 3rd. We still stay on the 8th. Cameron Asper from Caledonia taps in this putt. The Fighting Scots would be your runner-up. Because this day would belong to Rockford, Jessica Jolly for the Rams makes her par putt. She finished with a 1 over 37. Next up, it would be her teammate Mackenzie Davison on the same hole, saving par. Then we had Bridget Palmer with this birdie attempt from the fringe, and it goes in. She shot a 39 as Rockford goes on to win the Jamboree. We stay on the west side of Michigan as the girls swimming season is now in full gear. This was a tri-meet between Grand Haven, Holland Christian, and Wayland. And we begin with the opening race of the night, the 200 Medley Relay. It was a battle all the way to the end between the anchors, Ocean Veldhaus from Grand Haven and Maria Harris from Holland Christian. Bottom of your screen, it would be Veldhaus getting to the wall first by 0.6 seconds. Next to the 200 IM, another great finish to this one between Zoe Diekiewicz and Georgia Basel. And top of your screen, it would be Diekiewicz that wins it by 0.37 seconds. Moving ahead to the 100 butterfly, it would be Diekiewicz and Basel going toe-to-toe once again. And Diekiewicz would edge it out for her second victory on the night. Now to the 100 free, Springer from Grand Haven would get out in front and never look back as she goes on in for the 2-second win. More from Grand Haven in the 100 backstroke as Mary Springer would cruise on into victory. Holland Christian would respond in the breaststroke, and it's Diekiewicz once again going in for her third win. And it would be too much Grand Haven on this night. Grace Ackerman anchored the last leg in the 400 free relay, and she goes on in for the win for the Bucks. As Grand Haven would take the tri-meet over Holland Christian and Wayland.
I'm Lauren Plants, and we go to boys soccer, an Oakland Activities Association Red Division matchup. The Berkeley Bears at home versus Birmingham Seahome. Berkeley, coming off a 14-2-4 season in 2019, lost to the eventual D1 state champs Troy Athens in the district finale. The freshman Owen Stone feeds it over to Miko Rubio, and the senior drills it into the back of the net. They added another goal later. It was a 2-0 game. 18 minutes to go before the break. Check out the throw-in from the sophomore Henry Robertson over the keeper, and Stone taps it in. Bears roaring up by 3 at halftime. And as night fell, Bears feeling really good. Definitely in a groove. Awarded the free kick. Picture perfect play here. The senior TJ Withrow. Bang! Berkeley wins its first game of the season by shutting out Seahome 4-0.
Did you record an unbelievable touchdown, a game-winning goal, or just a proud parent moment? Then we want your clip. Upload your video to the brand new State Champs Network app so we can feature it on one of our shows and give your player, team, and school the recognition they deserve. All it takes is just a few easy clicks, and every clip that is submitted will automatically be eligible for prizes. Download the State Champs Network app today for iPhone and Android devices.
I'm John Rawlings from the Evansville area. We go to boys soccer. Memorial is the top-ranked soccer team in the state of Indiana in the 2A class. The Tigers hosting Castle. The Knights ranked 8th in 3A. 35th minute, Evan Hudak crosses one in. Tyler Beeler puts it away. It's 1-0 at the break. Just a minute and a half into the second half, Beeler grabs himself an assist, centering one to Isaac Bennett. He finds the back of the net. It's all Tigers early on, but here comes Castle. Less than 10 minutes to play, junior Jackson Mitchell comes flying in off a beautifully placed ball. Knights on the board, and they weren't done yet. 2 minutes later, it's Mitchell fighting through traffic, taking on defenders and netting another. Castle ties it at 2s to force overtime. Under 5 to play in the extra frame, Knights still marching forward. Mitchell in the right place at the right time as he buries one more for the hat trick. Castle scoring 3 unanswered to take their first lead of the game, but this one isn't over. Memorial is awarded a penalty kick 2 minutes later. Bennett converts. It's 3-3 with under 2.5 to play. Then in the waning seconds of the match, Bennett settles one down and fires away. The senior captain's hat trick is the game winner. Memorial wins a thriller 4-3 in overtime.
I'm Glenn Marini in the Fort Wayne area for State Champs Sports. The Battle of the Bishops at Fort Wayne Sport Club as Bishop Dwenger facing Bishop Lures. Dwenger, the defending 2A state runner-up, as the Saints ranked number 2 in the latest 2A state poll. First half, it's the Saints on the attack. Ball got through the wickets, but Lures goalie Megan Prendergast recovers and makes the save to keep it scoreless. A little later, another prime opportunity for the Saints, but it's snuffed out again by Prendergast to keep this thing knotted at 0-0. 34th minute, the Saints get on the board. Junior Grace Morris with a blast. It's off the mitts and in as Bishop Dwenger stakes itself to a 1-zip lead. More Saints just 1 minute later, in fact. Dwenger again, McKenna Kleinrichert to Evelyn Harkenrider, and it's 2-zip Dwenger. That's the score at intermission. Second half, now 3-zip. You'll see Emma Farrar hook up with star junior Callie Burns. Burns' second goal of the match. She would end up with a hat trick, and Bishop Dwenger shutting out Bishop Lures 8-0. The Saints of Dwenger improving to 8-0 on the season.
I'm Lauren Plant, and we go to volleyball in the Hoosier State from Tuesday night as Roncalli traveled to take on the Braves from Brebeuf Jesuit. The Braves in search of its 9th win of the season. First set, sophomore setter Naja Gatiss gets it over to Maddie Siegel, and the junior, the spike. Roncalli 11-4 coming in, and the Rebels took the first set. Faith Birch with the feed to Olivia Murphy, who gets the winner. In the second, back and forth tussle. Miranda Wilson going up for the spike, rejected by Jesuit. Siegel going for the winner, but the sophomore Birch there for the denial right back. And the Rebels kept it going. Sarah Lezon gets the block in front. Ball comes right back, and a second chance for the spike. Roncalli went into the third, leading 2-0. But the Braves refusing to be swept on their home court. The sophomore Sydney Robinson looking to go for the big hammer, but fools everyone with the soft touch. Brebeuf Jesuit takes the third set 25-23. This night would belong to Roncalli. This point took nearly a minute as both teams given their all and more. Eventually, Rebels rise to the moment. Match point. Birch would have a team-high 17 assists, setting up Murphy for the power blast as Roncalli goes on to beat Brebeuf Jesuit 3-1.
Yeah, so the schedule is definitely a lot different this year, splitting the season between the fall and the spring. However, in some cases, it's a blessing because we get to play soccer all year round and not just during the fall. So it's something that's a lot different that this program's never seen before, but it's something that we're just gonna have to adapt to and just welcome into this year. Gotta keep adapting and just go with the flow. That's basically what everyone's been doing this year. So excited to do that.
We unfortunately had to deal with COVID. That unfortunately pushed our season back to October to start games. We're only playing about 5 or 6 games, unfortunately. However, that means we get more time to implement a bunch of our new players. We got a big freshman class that came in, and this definitely gives us extra time to get everyone comfortable with the new system.
Right now, we're playing 5 conference games along with 2 friendlies with some Division III schools. We're really excited for those 5 conference games to start off right off the bat with conference play. We're looking forward to some really interesting matches. We're starting off against Cleary here at home and then traveling over to Indiana Tech. That's always a really good, tough battle. They beat us last year in the WAC semifinals, and we also beat them 2 years ago in the WAC final, so that's always a very exciting and competitive game. So we're really looking forward to the fall WAC games.
Last year, during the semifinals of the WAC, we got knocked out by Indiana Tech, so we look forward to playing them again and hopefully getting a different result.
The team's got a lot of new faces. We have a lot of freshmen this year, so combining sort of the seniors who have more experience and a bit more wisdom with the energy and the ferociousness, I guess, of the freshmen has been a really good mix so far. The intensity levels have been great. It's been some of the best intensity I've seen in my 4 years here as a player. So we're really excited. Right now we're really just focusing on our fitness and to make sure the intensity is good every day. And then once conference play comes, we'll be unlocking doors for sure.
I think we're looking great. Honestly, I think the freshmen who came out are definitely going to make a difference, and us returning seniors, I think we'll be able to lead them to a good season.
We hope you enjoyed today's show. New episodes of the State Champs High School Sports Show premiere every single Friday. For more exclusive weekly high school sports highlights that you didn't see on today's show, you can find them on the individual social media channels for each state. Simply search State Champs Michigan, State Champs Indiana, or State Champs Ohio on your favorite platform. Watch it all at statechampsnetwork.com or by downloading the brand new State Champs Sports Network app. I'm Jenna Rose, and I'll see you next week.
State Champs High School Sports Show is proudly presented by Lawrence Technological University, where Blue Devils dare.